you'd said to me that when Zeppelin ended, you were like 31, 32, and you're looking at the rest of your life like, now what do I do? And you said the shadows behind you were taller than you needed them to be, and find my way. Can you pinpoint an era in your life when you found, oh, this is my flag that I can hoist?
Oh, many times, yeah, all the time. With each project, otherwise it doesn't exist. Right. There's not a lot riding on it, really. If it's not substantial and it's not the best I can do, or it's not covered in love and, demonstrative stuff, doesn't exist.
Robert Plant is an icon whose name conjures the legendary era of rock and roll, and his home in the serene Worcestershire countryside is a story of transformation. Born in the gritty black country and rising to Led Zeppelin fame, he's now embraced a life of calm in Shatterford. His Georgian-style mansion, set amid expansive gardens and rolling paddocks, stands as a testament to a man redefining success beyond the wild energy of the stage. The Manor's past.
I think I was missing family, even though I have been transient for the last 53 or 4 years, So there was something about going back, but there was also the feeling of defeat, because I really didn't want to go back, but I was just drawn, and so there are a lot of factors behind it.
The estate's history stretches back through generations, carrying an air of timeless British elegance that was typical of Georgian architecture. Originally built in 1935, the mansion was designed to evoke a sense of grandeur and sophistication. Over the decades, the property has seen various transformations as it passed from one owner to the next, each contributing a chapter to its narrative. The external facade, with its stately ionic columns and meticulously maintained garden, speaks of a time when architecture was meant to impress and endure. Every stone, window, and archway reflects the craftsmanship of eras long past. The original wooden flooring inside, still evident in the grand foyer and the main reception areas, connects present-day visitors with the history of those who walked these halls before. As Robert Plant took possession of the property, he inherited not just an estate, but a legacy, a living museum where the charming echoes of history combine with modern design. The melding of old and new is no accident. It's a carefully executed homage to the mansion's past while paving the way for its present chapter as a private sanctuary for one of rock's greatest voices. Rock Reborn.
The journey begins many, many years ago. So through naivety and lust and will and all that, you develop something. And you look back later on and go, well, that was brave, but it was, it had to get better than that. So things developed right up until maybe the year 2000, when Jimmy Page and I traveled around the world with an Egyptian orchestra playing stuff, and it got to a point one night in Mannheim in Germany where we were playing inside a big concrete cube to a huge audience of males pumping the air with their fists. And I went, well, I don't think we need this anymore. It's time to get off the bus quick.
Once a stage for thunderous riffs and electrifying performances, Robert Plant's life in the limelight now finds a reflective counterpoint in the calm of his home. In the frenetic days of Led Zeppelin, Plant's life was a whirlwind of tours, legendary performances, and relentless creative output. The fierce energy of those times is deeply imprinted in the memories of millions, yet over the years, he sought a quieter refuge away from the spotlight. His move to Worcestershire was not just a physical relocation, it was a symbolic rebirth, a deliberate departure from the hedonistic excesses of rock stardom towards a life steeped in introspection and appreciation for nature's beauty. At his estate, the tumult of the past gives way to thoughtful moments enjoyed in the light filtering through tall windows or during peaceful strolls across meticulously landscaped lawns. The quiet of the countryside offers a stark contrast to the roar of stadiums, allowing Plant to revisit his artistic inspirations without the noise and distractions of his former life. Inside the dream.
So who I am, I suppose I'm a bunch of resonances from all the things that have happened to me. And at the back of it all, the kind of buffer that keeps me okay is all that abstract stuff that makes my songs come to life and makes my life like it is. I mean, I don't make these songs up as if I don't know who I'm singing about, you know.
Step across the threshold of the mansion and you're immediately enveloped by an atmosphere that marries historic elegance with modern comfort. The entrance hall, marked by its soaring ceilings and a breathtaking chandelier, sets a tone of refined luxury. Original features, such as the fine woodwork and ornamental cornicing, have been lovingly preserved, serving as a tangible connection to the property's storied past. The space gives way to expansive living areas where classic design is reimagined for today's lifestyle. The drawing room, with its graceful proportions and carefully chosen furnishings, invites long conversations and moments of quiet reflections. Here, subtle touches, a vintage Persian rug, an intricately carved mantelpiece, tastefully restored fireplaces, combine to create an ambiance that's both nostalgic and invigorating. Modern amenities have been seamlessly integrated into the fabric of the home without detracting from its character. An indoor heated swimming pool offers a playful counterpoint to the stately decor. A separate one-bedroom annex provides a retreat for guests or a personal studio for creative pursuits. Every room in the mansion is a study in contrasts. Historical charm meets contemporary design. Neighborhood vibe. Outside the confines of the mansion lies the idyllic village of Shatterford, a hidden gem nestled in the lush Worcestershire countryside. The village exudes an old-world charm that is increasingly rare in today's fast-paced society. Here, life unfolds at a gentler pace, with each season painting the landscape in new hues. Shatterford is not just a picturesque backdrop, it's a living community that offers an escape from urban chaos. Despite its quiet nature, the village has a sophisticated character, underscored by a selective housing market where property values remain impressively high. Residents of this exclusive area appreciate the delicate balance between seclusion and connectivity. While the village provides a serene retreat, it's still within easy reach of urban centers that offer cultural, culinary, and recreational activities. Local landmarks, such as the renowned Bodenham Arboretum and historic country roads that invite long walks under sprawling trees, contribute to an atmosphere of calm authenticity. Plant's decision to call Shatterford home is a deliberate one, a way to blend privacy with a touch of rural elegance. The surrounding landscape, dotted with charming cottages and ancient woodlands, not only enhances the beauty of his estate, but also offers a sense of belonging to a community that values tradition and the simple joys of life. Artistry and Environment. Robert Plant's residence, with all its historic charm and modern sophistication, is not merely a home, but it's also an environment that nurtures creativity and personal expression. The synergy between the estate's serene surroundings and its carefully curated interiors creates a space that's both inspirational and reflective. Natural light cascades through large windows, creating dynamic patterns on richly textured walls and floors. For an artist like Plant, whose voice and vision have always pushed the boundaries of musical expression, an environment like this is invaluable. It allows him to reconnect with the essence of his artistry, an art defined not just by sound, but by emotion, memory, and personal growth. Each garden pathway, every carefully tended shrub, even the rustic charm of outbuildings scattered across the property contribute to an overall atmosphere steeped in artistic spirit. The home invites its inhabitants to slow down, to savor the small details, and to let inspiration strike in unexpected ways. Legacy and lifestyle.
In this place, you really know where you are in the whole cycle of life, really.
Ultimately, Robert Plant's transition to life in Worcestershire is as much about embracing a new lifestyle as it is about establishing a lasting legacy. His choice of residence, the very embodiment of historical grandeur blended with modern luxury, reflects a deliberate shift towards a life that values depth, reflection, and meaningful connection over transient fame. The legacy of a rock icon is often measured by hit songs and wild performances, yet the true measure of influence is found in the personal narratives that resonate quietly through everyday life. Plant's journey from wild performer to thoughtful homeowner inspires us to consider the value of slowing down, of savoring the beauty in simplicity, and of crafting a life that honors our past while gently embracing the future. In his mansion, every room and every carefully landscaped corner speaks to a narrative of transformation, one where music and memory, passion and peace coexist in harmonious balance. Now it's time to hear from you. What do you think about Robert Plant's journey from rock icon to peaceful homeowner? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below.